organisation qui comprend les barrières physiques des gens handicapés, spécifiquement les gens dans les fauteuils roulants. Ils comprennent l'environnement que ces gens vivent et veulent faire une différence dans leur vie. L'organisation initie plusieurs projets qui améliorent l'accessibilité des gens handicapés. Par exemple, ils ont construit des rampes dans les endroits publics. Cette initiative a enlevé la connaissance à propos des défis que ces gens avec un fauteuil roulant doivent faire face toujours. Nous espérons qu'après la visite, nous développerons des sentiments envers les gens dans les fauteuils roulants et réaliser les difficultés que ces gens vivent toute leur vie. Nous espérons que dans l'avenir, nous ferons un effort pour améliorer les vies de ces gens. En addition, nous espérons que nous réalisons comment nous sommes chanceux à éviter les barrières que les gens dans les fauteuils roulants doivent faire face tous les jours. Allons-y!
So to start off, we just want to know like a brief summary. So like, when did this charity begin? Who was the original founders of it, and why it began?
The initiative started in 2011 when my frustration with not being able to get into buildings really hit a tipping point, and I was realizing that nothing was being done to remove barriers in the city. I was even noticing that new buildings were being constructed with stepped entryways. And I really wanted to get people to start talking about this big issue that wasn't just affecting me. So that's really what kicked it off, what started my interest in raising awareness about these issues. But I left my job 2.5 years ago to work on the project full time. So in 2013, we became a registered charity. I became a wheelchair user as a result of a spinal cord injury that I sustained back in 2002. So since then, I've just been encountering barriers.
Do you think that knowing how it was to like walk normally before and being in the wheelchair now, does it change how you view like what you're doing instead of being in the wheelchair your whole life?
I've had an opportunity to see things through a different lens. The way that I like to describe it is in relation to how a horse wears blinders to prevent it from getting distracted by things in its peripheral vision. And I feel like I was living with my blinders on before my injury. When I had my injury, I feel like my blinders were removed. You don't really have to have an injury like mine to start to see things differently. It's just having the ability to open your mind.
What are your like short-term goals, like the next couple of years, and then what are your long-term goals, like say 10 years down the road? Like, what do you see like this charity turning into?
Well, short-term goals are to just keep the project going and with sustainability and promoting it in different parts of the country. There's ramps being produced daily in all kinds of parts of Canada, which is really exciting, but we need to be doing more and raising more awareness, getting the message out to the rest of the country, because it's not just an issue that exists here in Toronto. It's an issue that exists worldwide, so that's a good segue into where we want to take it, and it is worldwide. We want to go international. So figuring out the framework on how to make that happen is a long-term goal of ours.
You in the YPI, what would you do with the grant?
Talk to some business owners and we told them that they'd be able to get a free ramp courtesy of you guys winning this grant to help raise more awareness about the program. And the money would be spent on building materials, renting our wood shop space, and keeping the project afloat.
What do you think differentiates your charity from other ones that are also like doing stuff to help people that have physical disabilities and that are handicapped?
So there's a lot of great charities out there that are doing fantastic work, raising awareness, advocating, which is what we do. But we also solve the problem. We also build those ramps to get people in the door. And that's what I believe sets us apart from other charities. They do great work raising awareness and raising funds and advocating, but we get people in the door.
Roughly estimate, how many people do you think work in Stopgap? And do you guys use any volunteers?
Yeah, we've got a volunteer base of hundreds of people right across the country. And I'm the only full-time paid employee. Lots of volunteers out there. It takes many hands to raise awareness and help shift perspectives.
Out of the money that you fundraise, what percentage of it approximately goes to the actual charitable activities?
100%.
Does Stopgap have a motto?
We were just talking with a friend over the weekend, and we came up with a fun one. 4 pieces of wood. It's that simple. Because that's all it is. Those ramps are just made out of 4 pieces of wood, and they really help make life easier for all of us. They help shop owners invite and open their doors to everyone, regardless of ability, and they really help reinforce our human right to equal access.
Such a simple thing that does such a big task. Yeah, is there anything you'd like to add?
We all have that ability to take our own blinders off and start to see our communities a little bit differently, with a different lens and a different perspective with this new information and awareness. And we can also start to realize that we all have abilities. We all have different ways of doing things. We're all unique in the way that we move around the world and do the things we need to do. We recognize people for what they can do and not what they can't do. And I think we'll start to realize collectively that it's not people that have disabilities, but it's really our communities and the way that they're designed and built that make it disabling for people and really prevent them from reaching their full potential. So.
Nous avons appris beaucoup de choses de cette charité.
Nous avons appris les difficultés que ces gens doivent être expérimentés tous les jours.
And you know what they say? It only takes 4 pieces of wood